Have you ever looked at your career and thought, what happened to my confidence? Maybe you used to feel ambitious. You used to raise your hand, speak up in meetings, go after opportunities, apply for jobs, and even take risks. But now, you second guess yourself. You overthink everything. You hesitate before speaking. And then you start to wonder if you're actually qualified for the jobs that you apply for. If that's you, I want you to know something. The problem may not be what you think it is. Because in many cases, confidence doesn't disappear overnight. It erodes over time. And today, I want to help you slowly rebuild it. What's going on? If you're new here, I'm Ariana, aka the Career Queen, and I help high-performing professionals stop playing with their career and start moving strategically. My content is suited for those who are in the professional workplace, looking for clarity, confidence, and honestly just trying to figure out what more there is to offer other than their job. I focus on helping you make more intentional career moves so that you can enjoy the life that you want. If that's you, you found the right place. Let me know the algorithm is working by hitting the like button or dropping a comment letting me know you're here ready to listen. I hope this information that I'm going to drop to you is helpful, so let's get to the video. Most people think confidence disappears because they suddenly became less capable, but that's not actually true. What often happens is confidence gradually erodes slowly. And to prove it to you, let's go through memory lane. Think about a time when you were overlooked for a promotion, received some sort of criticism, applied for jobs that you didn't hear back from, and I know it's a lot, compared yourself to others, and just started questioning your progress overall. If you have one example for all of those, it's definitely your confidence. But it's important to know that one experience usually doesn't destroy your confidence, but repeated experiences do. And they slowly chip away at how you see yourself. Eventually, you stop trusting your own capabilities and you start focusing on everything that you're not. Everything you're missing, everything you haven't accomplished yet. And that, my friend, is when self-doubt starts to take over. Burnout often looks like an insecurity, and this is something that I honestly wish most professionals understood. You begin questioning decisions that you would have confidently made before, and now you struggle to focus, you feel mentally drained, and you stop trusting yourself. And you often assume that you just become less capable, but really you're just depleted. Burnout impacts how we think, how we perform, and how we evaluate ourselves. So what looks like a confidence problem may actually be a recovery problem, because when you're constantly operating on empty, it's hard to feel capable. Let's clear something up. Confidence and competence are not the same thing. Competence is your ability. Confidence is the belief in your ability. And those two things don't always match. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who was extremely confident but wasn't particularly skilled? Of course you have. And you probably also met highly capable professionals who also lacked a lot of confidence. That's because confidence isn't always an accurate measurement of competence. In fact, some of the most capable people that I know struggle with self-doubt. Not because they're incapable, but because they're focusing on what they lack instead of what they've already built. So, the ultimate question, how do you rebuild confidence? And if that's you, drop a comment below with the raise hand emoji letting me know you're here ready to rebuild your confidence today. First up, you have to stop relying on your feelings and start relying on evidence instead. And I know that's going to be hard because a lot of people like to go based on how they feel about things. And a lot of people trust their intuition. And while your intuition does serve a purpose, you don't want to make decisions based on that. You want to make sure you have the facts and all of the things before you actually make a decision that might impact you for the rest of your career. One exercise that I recommend to all my clients is to create a brag sheet, or you can call it a confidence evidence file, your choice. But it's a simple spreadsheet or document where you're documenting all of the positive things that have happened to you in your career. It could be projects, accomplishments, positive feedback, problems solved, initiatives started, challenges that you overcame, and even skills you may have developed over time. And before you let your mind wander and say that's too hard, most people think that they won't be able to come up with a few examples. But honestly, what'll happen is you'll start to realize how much you've actually done. And that, my friend, is where your confidence starts to grow. You see, confidence grows when you repeatedly expose yourself to the evidence of the things that you have accomplished. And that starts to contradict the self-doubt. The goal isn't really to convince yourself that you're amazing, it's to remind yourself of what's already true. So you create your brag sheet, and now what? You must remember that the fastest way to rebuild confidence is not just through positive thinking, but it's through strategic action. So what I want you to do is pick one small win this week. Maybe it's updating your resume, applying for a position, reaching out to a connection, or completing a project that you've been avoiding. Because we all know that confidence grows through action, not waiting, not overthinking, not hoping. Action creates evidence. Evidence creates confidence. And confidence creates your momentum. So if you've been struggling with confidence lately, I want you to remember this. You are not your self-doubt. You are not your worst day. You are not the rejection. And you certainly are not the missed opportunity. The confidence that you're looking for may not be gone. It's simply buried underneath burnout, comparison, and years of focusing on what's missing instead of what's present. So today I want you to start looking at the evidence, start taking action, start collecting those wins, and give yourself the opportunity to see yourself more accurately. because chances are you are far more capable than you think. If this conversation resonated with you, I want to invite you to my free masterclass. Inside, I'll walk you through the exact framework that I use to help professionals stop feeling behind and underqualified in their careers and start moving with confidence and clarity. If you're interested, the link is in the description. Go ahead and click it, register for your spot, and I'll see you inside that masterclass. Also, if you found this video helpful, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more career insights, practical strategies on how to rebuild your confidence and start feeling qualified inside of the workplace. Not only will it help you out, but it'll also push this video out to other professionals who are struggling with the same things that you are. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it helped you out. I'll catch you on the next one.